She in. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Mariota. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Easy. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe. Heat him cool.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Check the out. Go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Foles. And Ingram hauls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Fournette, a first down carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Leonard Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Good. 180. Watch 55. Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill. 55. Go.
Foles. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check nickel. Shift. 13.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait! Check! 1-1.
I got one. Mark 55. Mark 55.
I got it. No.
Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. We ain't giving him nothing today. Hey, echo. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Too little, Captain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mariota now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Mariota to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Looking out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, Delta. Son got man. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He gets it to Humphreys. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Westbrook. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
180. Here we go. Under. Sponge. No. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Motion. Mike.
Third and short, McKinnon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Mariota. Going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. Bravo. Watch it, divide. Did you get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Here it comes. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
180. It's on 1. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mark 55.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. but a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Titans.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Mariota. Out to the right to Humphries. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Stop your whining.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180. What we got? What we got? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here I come.
Foles. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Fournette running right. Ooh, with a juke. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
We own them. Check 58. Wahoo. 55 to Mike.
Pick.
37. Check 37. Switch.
Go.
Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Bang, 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 bang. Easy.
This is Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, baby, all day. Joker.
Hey, let's go. Great.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, they can't get